Hello everybody, Walking Siren here with another video. This week I would like to talk about more tattoo stuff, so just keep on watching. So I'm basically planning on getting a lot of tattoos throughout the next few years of my life, and I'm really excited because I'm going to Canada in 3 weeks and I'm planning on getting a few tattoos, actually 3 tattoos while I'm there. And because of that, I'm just super freaking excited, and I wanted to talk about tattoos in this week's video. So, actually this is bugging me, guys. That's better. So I would like to talk about how I come up with tattoo ideas, how I remember them, and how I organize my tattoo thoughts and all that jazz. I have 2 notebooks. There is this one right here, and this is what it looks like. I've had it for about, I would say, 2 years, and this is where I keep all my tattoo information. So you open up the book and the first thing you see is what and when. This is a page that says what and when, and here's a page of prices. So on the page that says what and when, I basically number my tattoos and write down when I got them done. And yeah, so I write down the name, the description, or the name of the tattoo, and then I'll write down the date I got it done. And then on the page of the price list, I write down how much I've spent, like, per price. Like, and I don't write each, like, if I go and I get 3 tattoos and it comes out to, I don't know, 200, I won't, like, do 200 divided by 3 and then write it down like that. I'll just write it, like, 200 that one time. And I just keep writing it down. Every time I go to a tattoo shop, the amount I pay is what I write down. I do not write how much, I don't include tip. That is, for me, a completely other idea. I just write the cost of it without the tip. So that's what you see on the first 2 pages when you when you open up my notebook. After that, on the page right behind my what and when is the page of tattoo artists and shops. So again, going according to the numbers here that I have of each tattoo, I go and renumber them and then write down which artist did them and at which shop they were working at the time. So that's basically how I organize, my tattoos, like to know when I got them done, to know who did them, at what tattoo shop, in what city, how much it cost, and all that stuff. That's my ultimate, like, organization, first 3 pages of my notebook. After that, I get into my tattoo ideas. So for example, I'm going to show you guys tattoos that I already have. So this was the first page, this where you see my Deathly Hallows and the lightning bolt. And basically what I wrote down here is the card of the artist that did it. And then I wrote down next to it the day that it was done, where it was done, the name of the artist, how much it cost, how much it hurt, and how long it took. And that's basically how I organize my tattoos that have already been done. So when it was not done, this page was basically just the Deathly Hallows and the lightning bolts, and I did like different sizes, and I did like different ways that they could look and all that stuff. And then when it was done, I added the card that with the appointment on it of the artist, and then here I wrote all that information. And it pretty much continues to go on that way. Like, I have a bunch of tattoo ideas in here, and some of them I have, some of them I don't have. And I also write, another really important thing is that I write the date that I thought of it. And the reason why I do that is because I'm a person who's super impulsive. So I'll think of like an idea and I'll get so excited about it that I'll be like, oh my god, I want to get it done right away. And then I'm that type of person that sometimes I'll do that, not with tattoos, but I'll do that with other things, and then I regret making that decision. So that being said, I decided to make this book so that I could write down my tattoo ideas, add an illustration or inspirational images or all that stuff, and then at the top of the page, write down the day that I thought of it. And basically why I do that is because I like to wait 6 months to a year and see if I still want that tattoo. So if I come up to an opportunity where it's like I have money and I want to get tattooed, I look through my tattoo book and I look through the ones that I want the most. And then when I see the ones that I want the most, I check the date. And it's like, if it's been over 6 months or over a year, then I'll be like, yes, okay, let's get it. If it's only been like a few months and I'm still not 100% sure, and I'm like, I kind of want it because I feel like it would fit good here or whatever, but I'm not like dead set on it, then I'm like, no, I don't want to get that because I don't want to regret it. And that has actually worked out really well for me. You know, the past 2 years that I've had this book has worked out really, really well for me to have it organized. Also, I just started doing it because so many people would be like, oh, when did you get this done? Where did you get it done? Who did it? How much did it cost? How long did it take? And I would never be able to like say like, oh, I got it done this year or that. I'd be like, I think I got it done in like 2011. I wasn't 100% sure. And so I decided like 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. No, I think it was like 2.5 years ago. Yeah, I decided to like start this book. I really like arts and crafts, and this kind of like gives me like I'm able to do arts and crafts. Like, for example, I'll give you guys like an example of like, I really like Tarzan. Tarzan's like one of my favorite Disney movies, and for a really long time I wanted to get Jane's shoe tattooed. For the simple fact of the scene in the movie where Tarzan saves her for the first time, and he's like, she's freaking out because she's like swinging on the ropes and she's like terrified, and then she finally sees her father and she's like, Daddy, they stole my shoe, and she like whips out her like naked foot. And I just thought it was so funny. That part in that movie just stands out to me so much. So anyways, that's the example. And for an example in my book, this is what I added. So I put a photo of Jane. I sketched out the shoe that I wanted to get done. I wrote down the date. I wrote down the quote and all that stuff. And so that's one example of what I wanted. Do I still want to get it now? Not anymore, because I got this shoe done, so I don't want to get another shoe. But that was an idea, you know? Also, guys, let me know if you guys want to watch a video about tattoos that I used to want to get and I don't want to get anymore, because I think I have about 120 to 150 tattoo ideas in here. Again, some that I have done, some that I still want to get done, and some that I don't want to get done anymore. But it's really interesting to like watch what I used to want to get and how I don't want to get them anymore. But yeah, so let me know if you guys want to watch a video about what I used to want to get done. Comment down below and let me know, guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys more my actual book. So this is like a place that I got tattooed in Mauritius, the Blue Dolphin place. This is a sticker from them. This is a sticker from an artist that works or used to work at Sticks and Stones. This is a Sticks and Stones sticker. This one says support your pussy, yeah. And then it just says adventure awaits. It's a book. I think I got this at Winners in Canada. Yeah. And yeah, so that's my book of my ideas and the stuff that I want to get done. And just here's another example. There's this movie called The Diary of a Teenage Girl, but amazing movie. It's with Alexander Skarsgård and I think I'm saying that wrong. I don't know. Anyways, the guy from True Blood, like Eric from True Blood. I loved True Blood. I can't believe it ended. Anyways, so it's with him, and it's with Belle Powley and with Kristen Wiig, and it's just an amazing movie. I love that movie. It's set in I think it's set in the 70s, and it's a book slash graphic novel. And anyways, I really love that movie. And there's a scene in the movie where the main actress Belle Powley with her friend are jumping on a bed, and they're singing this song, and I love that scene so much, and I really like the shirt that she's wearing in the scene. So this is an example of like, this is the photo of the character, and that's the shirt that she's wearing, and then this is the tattoo idea that I want want to get done. I still don't know if I still want this. I still love that movie. I've watched it 1,000 times now, but this is basically like the idea. So yeah, that's basically what I do. I just add like little inspirational images that I see online, or that I see other tattoo artists do. Like, that's totally fine too. Like, there are a few, like for example, I would really like to get the Luna Lovegood Quibbler glasses. I want to get them done like really like in a cute, like unique way, but also that you can still see that it is from Harry Potter, that it is Luna Lovegood's Quibbler glasses. And for example, like I just added these like inspirational images. So like I really like how they're done here, and I also really like how it's done here. I hope it's focused. Yeah, I really like how it's done here as well as how it's done here. So again, that's just an example of inspirational images. You know, sometimes I take images that are pure photos. Other times I take artist images of like people that draw, and other times I take tattoo artist images. Of course, no copyright infringement, no tattoo plagiarism over here. I'm just taking inspiration from photos. For example, I want to show you guys a tattoo that I already have done. For my I've spoken about this in my updated tattoo video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I will link it in the down bar. And so this is the gravestone that I wanted to get done. This is what I'm talking about. And these were the images that I had first printed out. So it was like, this was the pentagram symbol from Supernatural. So this was the pentagram symbol of Supernatural. This, I really liked the way the gravestone looked. And then these were other grave ideas that I thought were really, really cute. And then I decided to draw my own version of it. And this is what I sort of came up with. So this is like a sketch of kind of like what I wanted. And then this is the actual stencil that he used when I was getting my tattoo done. So again, I add in the stencils as well. If you guys want to take this idea and do this for yourself, I'd say go right ahead. I think it's a really, really, really smart way, especially if you're a person like me who gets constant tattoo ideas like all the time. Whatever I'm doing, I'm constantly getting ideas. And then what happens is if you don't write them down, you forget them. And then you're like, fuck, what? That was such a good idea. What was I thinking? And so basically, this is a great kind of project to have, because then you don't forget, and you also know how long it's been that you wanted it, and you can organize yourself that way. Of course, there are people that don't do this at all, that just see something on the internet and they're like, oh my god, that tattoo artist drew that and it's super pretty and it's free for me to take, so I want to go get that done. That's totally fine as well. I'm just talking about what I like to do and how I like to do it. So yeah, so that's this book. I have another book which looks like this. I got it at Flying Tiger here in Berlin, and it's just your basic kind of sketchbook, you know, no lines, and I'm holding it upside down. This notebook is purely for tattoo ideas that I really think of myself, and I completely see the image in my mind, so I want to draw it down. And that's what this one is for. Sometimes I will take a page out of here and put it into my tattoo book to add it so that I don't have to carry two books around. But yeah, I think this as a sketchbook, if you're somebody who likes to draw or somebody who really like visualizes their tattoos and doesn't know how to describe them, then I think, again, having some sort of tattoo sketchbook where you can just sketch out or write notes of what you want it to look like, but mostly to draw, because if you can't, you know, if you can't describe it, then you would draw it or scribble it or doodle it, kind of make it your own. But yeah, those are the two books that I used and that helped me with my tattoos, how to organize my tattoos and all that stuff. And I will say that my main one is the first one I showed you guys, which is this one. I pretty much carry this everywhere I go. It's always in my bag because, like I said, I'm the type of person that gets tattoo ideas really, really spontaneously and out of nowhere and in the weirdest places. So sometimes I'll be on the metro, sometimes I'll be at work, sometimes I'm at a party and I'm like, oh fuck, and then I want to write it down because, you know, sometimes when you're drinking or doing other stuff, you forget what you thought. And it kind of sucks when you think of something really cool and you can't remember it. That's happened to me so many times. And so I've decided, fuck that. I'm gonna just jot everything down so that I never forget it. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know how I organize my stuff and see if it helps you guys. Hopefully it helps some of you. Doesn't need to help all of you. Doesn't need to help any of you, but hopefully you guys will take something from this. And yeah, fun stuff. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back with you next week with another video. And as always, bless your souls.